Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are Game Changers. Today, we are going to talk about the world in the eyes of us, a group of senior high students.
Speaking of the world, nowadays we may regard the world as a mess, seeing many problems occurring in the world every day, such as global warming, climate change, deprivation of women's education rights, and the drastic rising rate of criminal activity.
However, as we look into these problems more deeply, we may find that there are actually many people around the world searching for solutions and improving the world.
What's more, we have found that those people who are trying to make the world better are not only adults, but also people at about our age.
For instance, Malala Yousafzai, the youngest ever Nobel laureate, spoke out publicly on behalf of girls like her for their rights to learn. At the age of 15, her activism made her a target of a hostile Taliban force in Pakistan, but also made the problem widely seen by the rest of the world.
Likewise, Greta Thunberg started her work for climate change when she was 15 years old. She called on everyone to do more to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and everything she did has also aroused the concern of people worldwide.
15-year-old, the age of entering senior high, can also be the age of impacting the world, and senior high students with the innocent passion and undaunted persistence coming from their heart of gold can truly make things different.
Therefore, we start to rethink and try to reform the world in our eyes. We refuse to sit back and wait until we grow up, because that will more than likely make us also those who see around us, who settle for what they have now, rather than set out for what they can change for a better future. And we don't need heroes to save everyone in the world. Instead, we need to make the world safe for everyone around us.
Now, there comes the important question. Is there anything that we, a bunch of ordinary high school students, can possibly do to make the world a better place for everyone?
I think there is. During the digital era, these days, fake news is spread through various forms of communication and media, which causes people to be fooled or misled by people with fiction attentions.
Right. According to the questionnaire results posted by the King Card Cultural and Educational Foundation in July 2020, media reports are the main source for teenagers to know the world.
Though nearly 90% of them know that online information may be affected by advertising sponsors and media emphasis, only about 24% will actually verify the information. Moreover, less than 10% know how to use verification to make sure the information they are getting is correct.
For example, a first-grade student was deeply disturbed by the misinformation that his parents were controlled by some kind of alien box after watching a cartoon.
Social media are important channels for young people like us to receive the information and to see the world beyond textbook. However, the proliferation of fake information may lead us to see the world in a wrong way.
As this is a crisis that will affect everyone, we all have a responsibility to do our part to keep it from deteriorating. In other words, we think it is necessary that media literacy should be the ability that we need to have, and it can also be the way we change the world.
Media literacy is widely regarded as an expensive conceptualization of literacy that includes the ability to assess and analyze media message as well as create, reflect, and take action, using the power of information and communication to make a difference in the world.
The research you have done shows that there are 5 steps to gain media literacy: description, analysis, interpretation, evaluation, and engagement.
The first one is description. A good description is to tell readers what the event is all about, which means to summarize the basics of the event, while at the same time trying not to give emotional responses.
The second step, analysis, means that readers need to see the pattern of how the event is shown, such as the cause and effect of the event is reported. This may enable us to have a better understanding of what a certain report really means.
And the next one is interpretation, which means that readers should pay attention to how a certain piece of information can be read by different people from different nations, cultures, and education backgrounds, because a piece of news can be read differently, and the difference may cause hostility or even conflict.
Next, evaluation, which is to observe what influence a piece of reported, analyzed, and interpreted. Your evaluation will help better judge which media can be regarded as reliable.
Lastly, engagement. When readers have entirely gone through the previous 4 steps, they will be able to engage themselves in the meaningful and constructive discussions of a certain event found in media.
These are the steps to get media literacy. It is actually an ability that we can nurture from little things in life, and we can just do it by making some tiny changes in our reading habits.
However, the impact of it doesn't depend on whether it is great or not, and it is essentially fundamental for us, the New York of the world, to identify ethical and technical standards.
To conclude, though there are many problems occurring in modern society, they can be solved through the contribution and hard work of everyone. For the reasons mentioned above, we senior students believe the world can be changed, and we are willing to change it, for ourselves and for a better future. For justice and fairness, a society may offer each of its members. Thank you for listening.